I'm back home. And my mother is asleep, so I can't really be too loud, but Bruins fans, it is time to hug it out because that is a 3-2 comeback victory over the Winnipeg Jets. By now, I'm pretty sure my friend Carter Nolan, host of the Nolan Hockey podcast, is kind of pissing himself right now. Either way, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Welcome back to Into the Den. I am 100 Bex, and this game was kind of this game certainly was something. It was something. I mean, first off, we had the whole debacle with Craig Smith, being put on waivers and then clearing waivers, and somehow he still ended up playing the game tonight. I still don't understand that. Someone's gonna have to explain that to me because I can't wrap my tiny little brain around that one. Second, we had the memorial service of Bruins captain throughout the 50s and former Bruins coach it's Don McKenney passing earlier this week at the age of 80 of I think 78. Yeah, I think it was 78 because he was born in 88 because he was born in 1934 and then lived until 2022. Either way, he died earlier this week, and so he held the memorial service for him. I accidentally hit the pause recording button on Zoom. And third, and most of all, this is a Carson Kuhlman revenge game of all things, because the Jets picked him up off of waivers and decided, you know what, we're gonna put you on our first line. And as someone who liked Carson Kuhlman on the Bruins, I can firmly say that one of the worst decisions that you can make is putting Carson Kuhlman on the first line. Either way, we start, puck drops, and not long afterwards we get the first Bruins miscue. Matt Grzelcyk, I love you, Matt. But for the love of God, can you please play defense? Grzelcyk goes way too far out of position. He's pretty much looking to get off the ice at this point, and even though I think it's still his first shift, and even though I don't think he's even a minute into his first shift, and he's and he just goes way too far out of position, and Mark Scheifele is right there in front to take a pass from, I forget who it was, but he takes the pass from, but Mark Scheifele takes the pass and he scores on Jeremy Swayman to start to kick the game off 1-0. So we're less than 2 minutes in. There are a bunch of people who still haven't even gotten to their seats yet, and the Bruins are already down 1-0. What do we decide to do? Twist the knife, twist the knife just a little bit. With Josh Morrissey shooting from the top of the faceoff circle, and then and the puck going off of Harkins's knee. I don't know who Harkins is. I'm sorry, but the puck goes off of Harkins's knee and into the net, and that's 2-0 in Jets. Little did the Jets know that would be the last goal that they scored tonight. A little bit afterwards, David Pastrnak ends up getting a beautiful breakaway, but he doesn't wait long enough to actually score. He does the normal thing that he does in shootouts, where he does that pump fake and then puts it on his and then puts it on the right hand part, and then puts it to the right and chips it up. But he chips it up a little bit too, just a little bit too early, and Connor Hellebuyck's able to stop it. Bruins and Jets trade penalties twice. Going into the second period, Marchand goes for hooking the Bruins kill. Well, then Dylan DeMello goes for hooking at the Jets kill, and Taylor Hall goes for cross-checking at the Bruins kill. Then the first period ends. Then second period puck drop, and Kevin Sterling goes for high kick for high sticking at the Jets kill. But the main takeaway that I got out of this one was that the Bruins were playing just bad enough to lose convincingly. Like the Jets were a very beatable team tonight, but we didn't need to make it this hard. And I think Connor Hellebuyck realized this with something that's probably going to end up on Steve Stangen's next week. Yeah, I know. Connor Hellebuyck, amazing goalie. He won the Vezina like 2 years ago. But there is one rule that cannot be denied. And I'm going to have to say this quietly because my mom is asleep and I don't want to wake her up. If you are a goaltender, the shot ends up ricocheting off the boards, and Connor Hellebuyck goes behind the net. Now, honestly, I can sort of see why he would do that. He thinks that it's going to hit at the angle to where it's going to wrap around behind the net, but it doesn't. So that means that he just took himself out of the net for no reason, and now David Pastrnak has quite possibly one of the easiest goals of his life on his stick right there. It's what the Bruins need to keep our spirits up in this game. And then just a few minutes later, Charlie McAvoy, beautiful player. I love him. Drawing a trip from Mark Scheifele, which honestly is it kind of makes sense. Scheifele is quite possibly up there with JT Miller and Phil Kessel for some of the worst defensive forwards in the entire league. And so it does not surprise. And considering that Scheifele is also kind of pissy a lot, especially this offseason. And it kind of makes sense that he would end up drawing a tripping penalty. And this is when we tie it up. Pastrnak right in his office doing the pasta thing of shooting on net, but it doesn't go as planned. But it doesn't go the way you think it does. He shoots it along the ice. The puck may have just barely seen elevation, but it goes right along the ice, right onto Jake DeBrusk's stick, and DeBrusk is able to angle it in a way that chips it right up past Connor Hellebuyck to put to tie the game at 2. Beautiful play that gets DeBrusk his 200th career point, and it's amazing. I love it. Anyway, third period puck drops, and the Bruins kind of look pedestrian in this one, but so do the Jets. So that's okay. And besides, it's a 2-goal. It's a tie game. And sure, you kind of want someone to break out of this one, to break out just to break the tie. And Nick Foligno turns out to be that guy, pal. Trust me, he is that guy. Freaking Trent Frederick with Trent Frederick putting in some of the best work that I've seen him put in all season. Trent Frederick, he's not someone that I expect to be a 30-goal scorer. He's not. We didn't draft Alex DeBrincat, and part of that still haunts me to this. Still haunts my nightmares to this day. However, I would wager to say that Trent Frederick is one of the best bottom six players in the league at keeping the puck in the offensive zone. He is physical. He is gritty. And he can. He is a grinder, and he is someone that will keep that puck inside the offensive zone, and that's what he does. He as the puck is about to exit Winnipeg's exit to the neutral zone, Frederick just wrestles for it and passes it up to Coyle. Coyle does Coyle things, and that he he puck handles fantastically. He passes to the center where Foligno is right at the slot, and Foligno, with his first goal in 9 games, gets the game winner right there. And then in the 4F150 Final 5, we get something that that is frustrating. Remember that goal remember that goal that cost us that Arizona game? That goal that came off that non-icing call that should have been an icing call. Yeah, so it turns out when we do it, it's called icing because the exact same play happens. The puck just shuffles right up to the net after passing the in the midline, and since it hits the outside of the post, it trickles past that goal line, which means it's icing. If that's icing, then the thing against Arizona was icing. But it doesn't matter because the Jets pull Hellebuck, and the Bruins get a certified Bruins win. They just they keep that puck. They just keep playing a physical last 5 minutes, and it pays off in dividends for them. 18 consecutive games at home with a point, and our record right now is 26-4-2, going into our final game before Christmas, the game against the long-awaited TNT game between the Bruins and the Devils. The game that was so hyped up that apparently TNT tried to wrestle the broadcast rights away from Nesson for this one. I gotta say, I think that the Bruins are gonna take that one. I think that the Devils are gonna might struggle just a little bit to handle the Bruins in really physical play, and also they haven't really put up to their ability as of late. So who knows? The Devils might screw the pooch on this one. But anyway, pooch or no pooch, tomorrow we have a game on the sixth night of Hanukkah, and our last game before Christmas. Yes. So happy holidays, everybody, and that's gonna end it for tonight's video. So thank you all so much for watching. Click like if you want. Right there is the like button if you liked it. Right there is my channel. Click subscribe if you really like it. Up there is my most recent video. Click there if you want to see my other content. And down there is my twitch.tv channel, and also the donation link for Tampa Bay Thrives to help kids who struggle with mental health issues and with body image issues. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care.